All right, you have stumbled upon another episode of the Rocker Dog Podcast, the only show talking to musicians about their dogs and how friggin' awesome they are. I'm your host, Tim Dill, along with my friggin' awesome dog, Charlie, and today we're wagging our tails big time to be talking with singer, songwriter, and blazing guitarist, Emily Wolfe, who Austinites can see this Thursday, October 30th at the East End Ballroom. And these are her protective, intelligent, and resilient rocker dogs.
Oh, this is Ozzy Jones Wolfe. He was a foster fail.
A successful foster fail, I like to say.
Yes, for sure.
How old is Ozzy?
He's 2. He's about 100 pounds. He looks very intimidating when we're on our walks, but he's actually very scared of a lot of things.
Interesting. What kind of dog is he?
He's a Black Mouth Cur, German Shepherd mix. He's so funny. He's goofy and yeah, just brings so much joy into my life.
And how long ago did you get him?
About a year ago. So I was on tour. I was supporting the Gaslight Anthem in Europe. And my soul dog, Otis, had just passed while I was on tour. And so I had to come home and put him down. He was really old and not living anymore. But he was like part of me like forever. And, you know, his ashes are on my windowsill in my little studio here. And I still talk to him sometimes. And I have a feeling that he's maybe a bird. So I'm obsessed with birds now. But yeah, that's just like the woo-woo spiritual side of me. But yeah, it's so I was overseas and my wife was with me for the first couple of weeks, and she was like, I think maybe like when I get back home, I might go to the shelter and see like if there's a second dog for us, because we have Stella, who's a 12-year-old Australian Shepherd, and she is in Brittany's office right now and she works with her. So Brittany actually got him. She sent me a bunch of videos and was like, what do you think of this guy? Like, I know we wanted a full German Shepherd, but he's really sweet. He seems like the one. I was like, he looks great. Yeah, let's do it. So she's like, okay, I'm going to foster him and we'll see how he vibes with Stella. And they took to each other right away. And then I got home and he was way smaller than he is now because he was like 1 at the time. And, immediately fell in love with him. And he grew so much over the past year or so, and he's like so big, like he's the length of my whole couch pretty much. But
it's funny to see him on social media because I never would have guessed he was 100 pounds.
Yeah, it's weird. Like sometimes he looks small because he curls up into this position that's like very tiny, and then yeah, when you see him in person, it's like kind of mind-blowing how big he is.
Yeah. You mentioned Brittany going to the shelter and looking, and you guys had a German Shepherd in mind. Why a German Shepherd at that time?
Yeah, so we wanted a German Shepherd because I was touring a lot, and Brittany is like a very petite lady. She's small but mighty, and Stella's getting older, and Stella's really protective, but she's 12, and so we wanted like kind of a fierce watchdog that would also hopefully cuddle.
Yeah.
And that was like the goal. Like there was one year where I was on the road 160 days out of the year, and I just wanted to make sure that she felt safe. And so that was kind of the reason why. Yeah, then, this guy just showed up, and his bark is really scary if he's trying to protect. But like for the most part, he's just obsessed with like being comfortable. He loves pillows and blankets and yeah, just cuddles all the time.
It's funny. One of your quotes I took from social media was, "He loves comfort almost as much as I do."
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Like the shelter told us that he came from a big ranch, just like full of so many dogs. And so he was outside the first like year of his life, like didn't know really anything. Like when he had first got to our house, he like didn't know how to use the stairs.
My gosh.
And she had to like carry him down the steps and up the steps and try and teach him how to use them. And he didn't know really what a couch was or any of that. And so it's been really fulfilling and sweet and heartbreaking in the best way to watch him experience things for the first time. He's got his special blanket on our couch that he doesn't like to be without. So when it's being washed, he like gets upset. Like, I don't know. He's the best. I love him so much.
Yeah, he looks like a sweet dog.
He is.
How did you come to name him? Is he named for Ozzy Osbourne?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because we were going to name our German Shepherd Ozzy after Ozzy Osbourne, R.I.P. His name in the shelter was Avon Barksdale. And we were like, this just isn't you, man. Like Ozzy it is. And he like totally fits it because he's goofy and he's wild and but he's like very lovable. So
And has he proven his security detail? Has he lived up to it?
oh my God. Yes, it's crazy. Like his bark kind of scares me sometimes. Like if he sees something in the, at night, he'll go to the room, like the front door and bark and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, something must be super weird out there because he doesn't bark loud unless there's like kind of like what he perceives as a threat. But it always kind of turns out to be a squirrel or something. But
Right.
yeah, no, he can intimidate people for sure. He looks like he would be really mean or like a police dog, especially with his like the harness that he has that we take on walks. Like we take him on walks and he's got this like black harness that looks like a police thing.
Right.
And people like if they pass by and they get like kind of skittish and I'm like, yeah. But then it's so funny because he's actually very like kind of a baby about a lot of things. So
Yeah. Does he show that side of working dog? Like, does he need to be busy? Does he need a task?
yes, I think his number one life's goal is to catch a squirrel because we've got this backyard and a lot of trees and a lot of squirrels and birds are back there. And that's his favorite thing. Like he'll just watch out the window every morning and like do that like slow creep up to try and like get a squirrel and he'll like rush to one. And it's just every morning. And then, yeah, anytime we're on a walk and he sees a squirrel, it's like that's his job. He's got to make sure that the premises is cleared.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry if I missed this when you mentioned Stella. Did Stella come to you through your relationship?
Yeah. Yeah. So Brittany had Stella when we met, and Stella's been with us the whole time for 12 years. Yeah, she's the most loyal dog I've ever seen. Anytime like one of us is going through something tough, she's just right there and like knows. And she's an Australian Shepherd, so she's like always on duty, always
Yeah.
looking around for something that she needs to get done. And so like she's not very cuddly, but she will sometimes like be like into affection. But for the most part, she's very like, I have to do something, I have to herd something. If it's like midnight and I come in here and play music, she'll come and herd me back to bed because it's bedtime. Like can't have things like change from the schedule.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny.
Did you get a sense that you had to win her over, when this relationship was brand new?
When I think back to where I first met Stella, she was absolutely insane. Like she was, I had never seen a dog be that energetic. Like she would jump on top of like really tall counters, like just crazy. Everything she barked at, it was insane. And there were like times where we were like, does she need to be like at a ranch? Like, should we take her to a ranch? And like, that's devastating for us, but like, is this better for her? But like she aged and Otis was her buddy and now she's like the perfect chill dog. Like she still has her moments and she's turned into an old lady where everything she sees is like annoying. So
Right.
she'll bark at it, but yeah, as far as like winning her over, I think she just kind of fit. When we first started dating, like I would stay home and Brittany would go to work and then Stella and I would hang out. And I think that's kind of where we started to bond is when I just was watching her all the time and when she was
Yeah.
young. So yeah.
Now, did she go through something when Otis passed? Could you tell there was a loss?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what it is, but she's got this like almost human quality. She's really smart. Like she kind of knows what you're saying,
Yeah.
even in English. Like she can
Yeah.
somehow tell what you're saying. And so she started to kind of notice that Otis was just kind of laying around, not really living, and just he was 15 and had a really great life, and he was the best, and I loved him so much. But like she could tell that he wasn't the same that he used to be, and she would go kind of lay by him and check on him and be protective of him, and then when I had to take him and put him down, there were times where we'd be out and with her, and she would see a little redheaded dog and think it was him, and so she did go through like a little bit of a sadness period. But yeah, it was a brutal loss though, because
I can imagine.
he was with me through so much, the very low lows, very high highs of beginning a career in music. And so
Hmm.
I got him in college, and he was at the Austin Pets Alive shelter. And yeah, I passed his cage and he was like staring at me. He's like the weirdest looking little dog, and he had an Argyle sweater on. And then the sign like on his cage said like dynamic redhead seeks loving home. And I was like, let's go home. So ever since then, we were just best buddies. He still visits me like in dreams and, as other things. So I very much believe he's still around, but he's just happier now. His
Yeah.
spirit is not held down by an old body that he can't be in anymore. So
Yeah, you mentioned in a post that his final lesson was the beauty and freedom of letting go is more powerful than the fear of it.
yeah. Hmm.
Did you get a sense that Otis was ready? He kind of knew his situation.
Yeah. And man, that was like probably one of the hardest things that I have ever had to do was was realize that he was ready to go. And I remember the day that I realized it. My drummer at the time, Johnny, we were just getting home from a show. His car was at my place, so he came in and he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna use your restroom real quick." And he came out and looked at Otis, and he was like, "Man, he's looking pretty old." And I was like, "I know." Like I was kind of in denial
Yeah.
that he was ready because I didn't want him to be ready. But Johnny said, yeah, I mean, sometimes they hang on for us. Like they hang on because we're not ready. And after he left, I was like, oh my God, like he's been ready for a while, and it's not right of me to keep him here.
Yeah.
And, drove him to the vet. Brittany brought him a cheeseburger and he ate a bunch of chocolate and he went over the Rainbow Bridge, and it was it was really intense. But on the way to the vet on our last ride together, like I put on that song, what is it? The one that's like pina coladas.
Oh
Like if you
yeah.
like pina coladas.
Rupert Holmes.
Yeah. So he loved that song. And like I would put it on, I would sing it to him when I was giving baths and stuff. And like I put that song on for him on the way to the vet. And now I'll hear it out there and I'm like, oh, I feel like that's him saying hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, given his age, 15 years, the time when you got him, very formative years for you, transitional years for you. What has the experience with him taught you?
Oh my God. Oh, it's taught me resilience. I mean, he had a crazy traumatic experience before I found him. Like he had a really botched kind of leg surgery, and like he was the weirdest little guy, but he lived every day, like, and he loved it, and he was so happy, and he loved to dress up, and like anytime I brought his like costume box out, he would like love it. He just have fun. He taught me forgiveness too.
Hmm.
It's wild. Like they forgive you,
Yeah.
and they love you. Even if you say something like shitty or you do something that like it's unconditional love that makes a dog so special.
Yeah.
He had that just constantly for me. Yeah.
I mention resilience all the time. I do some volunteer work at the shelter and you see what these dogs go through. But in catching up in your social media and learning a little bit about Otis, I guess towards the end, he was blind and deaf.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you mentioned, but happier than ever.
Hmm.
That's definitely a piece of resilience, but it's also like, just don't let anything hold you back from happiness, or enjoying life.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, he couldn't see anything. He would run into stuff all the time, and it was like cute, but like really sad. And he still found the joy in things. Like
Yeah.
one thing went away, and then he found something else that could do something similar for him. I don't know. He's one of the coolest dogs in the world.
Well, I know it's been a couple of years, but I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, to lighten the mood, I'd like to compliment you on something.
Oh,
Well, your musicianship's a given. You are a tremendous musician, guitarist, but I have to say, I love your sense of humor.
thanks. It's pretty
You
weird.
know, the in particular, there's a couple of posts, I think they're this year, I think in January, it was feeling lost while not on tour,
Yeah.
which was very funny. The venue, hospitality, parking, load in,
Yeah,
very, very funny stuff.
I'm so
So
glad.
I'm curious, do you find your dogs funny and entertaining?
Oh my God. So funny. I don't know
Like a
what
dependable source of entertainment?
all the time. It's
Yes.
constant. Like I've tried to look up what this is that Ozzy does, but like he'll sleep in between us at night and he's huge. So we had to upgrade to a king bed, which that's great. Great for all of us. So he'll sleep in between us. And if you move at all, like even slightly, he'll like grumble. It's not aggressive. It's like he's annoyed at you. And I'm like, we bought you this bed, like this bed because of you. Like so that is so funny because he'll be so dramatic about it. And then he'll do weird stuff. He'll flop around on his back. He'll get the zoomies.
I mean, it's funny right now, just the framing of you with the,
Yeah.
the
I know,
torso
it's
of the
like-
dog sleeping behind you. Well, you set me up by mentioning the Zoomies and how much Ozzy loves them. I dubbed the last five questions the Zoomies because I like him to go fast and furious. The first question is, do you allow Ozzy and Stella to lick your face?
Totally.
Okay. That
Totally.
is, if there was a correct answer, that would be it.
Yeah.
Question two, for any dog, really, did any of them have a theme song? Like you mentioned the Pina Colada song for Otis.
For Otis, yeah.
Does
What's that?
Ozzy have an Ozzy song?
You know what? Yes. That's a really good question. I feel like Crazy Train. Yeah, yeah, I think Crazy Train's probably the best for him.
Okay. Would anything come to mind for Stella?
Yes, actually. It's like a Led Zeppelin song, but I'm blanking on the name for some reason. Um, Immigrant Song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very funny. Okay. Question three, I'll set it up with, have any of the dogs been to a gig or gone on tour with you?
Gosh, no, but that's like the dream one day, to have like a bus situation where they can just hop on. Like that would be
Yeah.
so great. So that's like my dream scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
In your dream scenario, what would they want on their tour rider?
Oh my God. Peanut butter, bones, let's see, sticks, squirrel babies. So like little stuffed animals
Okay,
that are
good.
squirrels. Um,
Glad you clarified that.
yeah, that's funny. That's a funny question. I like
Yeah,
that.
thank you. Question four, do you have a dog voice?
Yes, actually, I mean, Stella has a voice. Stella's voice is a Southern woman who has been smoking for her whole life, and she whispers. And then Ozzy, we haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
I feel like it'll come in time though.
Okay. Question five, last but not least, I ask if there's a dog organization or a service you'd like to give a shout out to.
Yes, there's a couple. So Austin Animal Shelter is where Ozzy came from. It's a really nice facility, and there's so many dogs that need to get adopted from there. And then Austin Pets Alive is a great shelter too. There's so many dogs that need to get adopted from there. They are great. That's where Otis is from. And yeah, those are two of the best, I think, in
All
Austin.
right. Sounds good. Are you an Austinite? Are you born and raised?
I was raised here. I moved here when I was 8, and then I was born in North Carolina in Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Well, before we wrap, as the year winds down, do you have any plans, any tours, recording, new music?
Yeah, I've got 4 songs that are new and mixed and ready to be released. I am figuring out how to get those out in the best way at the moment. And I'm really excited about those. They're exciting songs.
Well, all
Yeah,
right. Well, we look forward to your new music, and I look forward to seeing you cross my path somewhere down the road. I'll reach out and offer to bring you dogs for sound check.
please do. That'd be amazing. Yeah, thanks for having me. This is such a great podcast. I'll talk dogs all day.
As will I, but thank you so much. Really
Thank
enjoy our
you.
conversation.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks so much.
Carl, you're a damn good dog.